Want a different one? Let's do Thursdays.
Because there you go. Well, look at the bell ringer. Colin. Colin. And Cody. Okay.
Think of your favorite form of art. You got 2 minutes. Okay. Hey, Jessica.
Yes.
Gator. Did you hear what I said? Think of your favorite form of art.
Yes, I was actually reading.
You weren't listening. Guys won't put on it.
What's your favorite form of art?
That's not work.
Painting?
What's up with you?
She said painting.
Oh, I thought you said anything.
Oh, you said painting? Okay.
I wanted to say,
Movies? Like from the Renaissance.
The Harlem Renaissance? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
probably paintings.
Back to you. Gator. Christian.
From that era specifically, I'd say paintings.
Tyler. Cody. Mason. Music.
Mm.
There we go. Something different.
And I would say literature,
Literature.
poems.
3 different.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't really know where to go from here.
Go.
I never really read this.
Okay, good. Oh, right to the heart. Scroll down.
Why?
Until you see the end of your activity that you planned. Look at your activity.
Activity. The introduction to Countee Cullen. All right.
Okay, you can hit present. And then you can hit at least the first 2 lights too if you want to.
Can I turn them all off?
Um,
I'm the teacher.
yes. The first 2 for sure. Yep.
That was it. Countee Cullen.
Okay, and everyone should be completing their student summary throughout the rest of your experience here. And remember,
Wait, where's that?
Yeah.
that was on the bell ringer to get that open. That should be in your drive, in your folder. And also, this is one of the things that I've told each of the other 2 classes, one of the things that I'm interjecting that I won't for the rest of you, but my guinea pigs who get some extra grace in grading, you have to deal with me in interjecting some things. As you go through your presentation of the biographical information about your author, you'll want to not rush through it because people are gathering information that you want them to learn and that they want to learn. And when you do that, we don't care about the specific teeny tiny little details, the birth date, things like that, or what their mother's name was. Who cares? What you should care about are the big major things like were they from the South? Were they from the North? Were they from another country? What was the impact? What kind of education did they have? What were their interests? How did they show those interests in their work? All of those types of things. So when you're given a bunch of details on one slide, pick out, kind of summarize that importance in all of those details. Synthesize that together for your comments on your student summary. Okay?
Does anyone know anything about Countee Cullen?
Which one is he up there?
He's the
Young kid.
Yep.
kid.
Yeah, he does look like the youngest up there of the pictures.
Oh, am I supposed to tell him which one it is?
No, I just did, actually. So, sorry.
I don't know. How are you, Sonny?
Oh, okay. Early life. Was born on May 30, 1903 in Northfield, Kentucky. He grew up in New York and lost his parents and brother. And he was raised with his grandmother.
So that kind of had some kind of impact on, like, how he was raised and how he felt about things, why he did what he did, sort of thing.
And do you have information about his adoption or not?
Yeah, I think we'll get to that.
Oh, okay. I was going to add it if you didn't.
Yeah, he was adopted by a reverend.
Mhm.
I can't remember what his wife's name is. Or what his name is. I just know he's a reverend of the church. Sorry guys, I didn't know that.
And then he changed his name when he was adopted. So his adoptive parents they had the name Cullen.
Yeah. He attended DeWitt Clinton High School. He went to college at New York University and graduated with a master's from Harvard University. I don't know how popular he was or something. I don't know how many not white people graduated from Harvard or went to Harvard.
It was mostly white.
Yeah,
Yeah, almost
I
all.
imagine he was probably pretty well respected by the black community. As you see, he made it pretty far, publishing books and Countee Cullen and stuff. He edited the school newspaper. That's kind of like how he got started in publishing and stuff. And he was influenced by John Keats.
Poet.
Yeah, he's a poet. He also edited the literary magazine during his high school years.
Is that there you go. You can hit right there. Yep. Yep.
Incident by Countee Cullen. Once riding in old Baltimore, heart-filled, head-filled with glee, I saw a Baltimorean keep looking straight at me. Now, I was 8 and very small, and he was no whit bigger, and so I smiled, but he poked out his tongue and called me nigger. I saw the whole of Baltimore from May until December. Of all the things that happened there, that's all that I remember.
Yeah, they kind of dragged it on.
Okay, you don't have to watch now.
Sorry, guys.
Up. Yep.
Incident, that's the one that you guys just heard. This one's Tableau, the most famous poem by him.
And what does tableau mean?
What do you mean that the word?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anybody look it up? Want to look it up? Or does anyone know what the word means?
I got it.
Jazz has it.
Let's see which one's gonna be the first one to get it. Raised.
A group of models are emotionally figures representing a scene from a story of the history.
Okay, so, and
On the street, smiles at someone, an adult or someone white, and they call them the leader.
Right. Tyler?
Yeah, I think it's about like whenever James got made fun of by some humans teenagers and because he was black.
No?
so what about Tableau? And then you could, why don't you read Tableau and then you can give the other side of the room the chance to share what they think about that.
Yeah, awesome. Alright. Do you wanna read it or?
Okay. Loud armed, they crossed the way, the black boy and white, the golden splendor of the day, sable bright of the night. From lowered blinds the dark holes stare and hear the fearful thought.
Yeah.
He meant that these two should therein unison walk. Obviously to look and word in action, and see no wonder that lightning brilliant as a sword should blaze the wrath of thunder.
And do we know what these words mean? Sable. Do you know what sable is? We have golden splendor, sable pride. Has anyone heard the word sable?
So,
No? Black, deep, deep, dark black. So we have golden splendor, sable pride, oblivious, means kind of like clueless, indignant. That's not fair. Anger because it's not right or not fair. So, reading that again, locked arm in arm, they crossed the way, the black boy and the white. The golden splendor of the day, the sable pride of night. So we have a picture there of what? What image do you see in your minds?
Start with you. Right here. You gotta speak. You're part of my class.
I don't know.
We'll come back.
Who's walking? Can't hear you. And? Yeah, and they're locked arm in arm. So, two little kids. You take it from there.
Am I supposed to like summarize it?
Yeah, you can take it from there to the first stanza, and then you can go to the second and the third stanza.
Alright. Basically, it's just, they weren't taught about racism, anything like that. What matters to them is like friendship. Christian?
I think you're very correct. Yeah, if you're not raised into racism, you're most likely not going to be racist. If you're raised to be accepting, you're most likely going to be accepting the students and
Excellent. Same thing I thought. Tyler, do you have anything to say? You gotta say something. Not really choice.
What about the second stanza?
Alright, the second, I'll read that. And you can summarize that one. From lowered blinds, the dark folk stare. And hear the fair folk talk, indignant that these two should dare in unison to walk.
It basically talks about the Washington and like thinking why are they walking? Does it seem
Yeah, it has like a trouble component.
black people are in the shadows, and the white people can talk to each other, but black people aren't allowed to talk to talk to the white people. That's what I get out of it.
Good.
The way people stand in society, how the black people are the African Americans, the golden splendor, sounds like the Hispanics or the Asians, and the sable pride sounds like the Caucasians, and how they all stand in society and have their differences.
I like the parents and the black people. They just kind of pretend like they're
Just like, yeah, they're just like getting, everyone's looking at them, like, judging them pretty much, just because they're friends.
Mm-hmm.
Cody? Alright, in the following two poems, compare and contrast Countee Cullen's choices in imagery and use of color, explaining your analysis in a well-developed paragraph. So, I'm going to read these to you guys, and I want you to, like, what we just did, how we talked about it, and you guys to write it down, and we'll talk about it after.
And are they to be doing that individually or
You guys can pair up with people,
to pair up
but
with a
not
partner?
with people you usually pair up with.
So not your normal. Okay. Okay.
Do you guys want to pair up before I start, or what? People you don't normally work with.
Schwab.
I got Macy.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's split up Haley and Lindsay.
What is it? We read the paragraph.
Each of you go with one of the guys. Curran, Cody, or Christian.
I'm happy to be by myself. It's all right, yeah.
If that's all right with you guys. So you guys pair up with either Cody or Curran.
Well, because we're friends. Why?
It's up to you.
You guys take the joy out of this. I'm giving you guys the opportunity. Two minds are better than one. Current, Cody, you guys want to pair up? No? You guys know the anything I say?
How you doing?
Go ahead.
Do you guys want to pair up or not?
Cody's, with a swift move or tilt of his head, he's invited Curran to the couch.
Yeah.
Yep. And then share it with one of the boys, one of the young men, because they'll be grading your response.
We're new to this school. Our two things like last week. All right. Two. Who's second here?
This is the paragraph. First the yours, this is the paragraph.
All right. I want you guys to put one hand in there after you make the document. You don't have to share it with us yet. Oh, and you guys can share it with each other. I just want to hear it. You guys work on it together.
Christian's got his done.
Caleb? You got yours done? Macy?
Check your phone.
Karen? You got it.
Excuse me.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and start reading. To a brown boy. That brown girl's swagger gives a twitch. To beauty like a queen. Lad, never damn your body's itch when loveliness is seen. For there is ample room for bliss, and pride and clean brown limbs, and lips know better how to kiss than how to raise white hips. And when your body's death gives birth to soil for spring to crowd, men will not ask if that rare earth was white flesh once or brown. I'm gonna read this one. You guys ready? With 2 white roses on her breasts, white candles at head and feet, dark Madonna of the grave she rests, Lord Death has found her feet. Her mother pawned her wedding ring to lay her out in white. She'd be so proud to dance and sing to herself tonight.
Okay, why don't you put the directions, move it up just a little bit. There you go, so you can see the directions. So as you're comparing and contrasting, you're concentrating on his choices in imagery and his use of color. Why does he choose these colors? What is he saying by way of using the images and color that he does?
At least 2 sentences for each one.
So with your partner, you can do that. And one great thing about poetry is the more you read it, if you read it and reread it and reread it, recite it continually, you will get so much more out of it. You hear so much more of the beauty and the meaning the more you read it. So reading it out loud to each other is a great thing to do. Ryan, you can probably get the light.
Get this up.
Maybe in Schwab got it.
Concentrate on those images. What image is he creating there? And how does he use color?
What are you thinking? You feel like the poem's the same to you?
Where's your type, Schwab?
like he holds back a lot of black people.
Good job.
What do you
The
say?
mother pawned her wedding ring to lay her house down. He's so proud she would dance and sing to see her son.
You just feel like that's so. What?
So the title is. So she died because she died when I was doing
And think how the titles, which both say brown, are contrasted with the colors that are in each poem. A Brown Girl Dead has white, 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 white all the way through it. And a Brown Boy has white in it, but mostly brown. You were going to wrap up by having them share their interpretations. I think that's what you're going to do. That's what your lesson plan said, I think. Have them share out some of their interpretations. Were you going to wrap up with sharing some of their interpretations?
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost done. Original.
What?
Interpretations of what they read.
Have them share out. That's what you, I think, had written in your lesson plan.
I'm a good teacher.
Yeah, sure.
son? You guys know? I guess I'm over here. No? What about you, Lindsay?
No.
I know. Almost like it. There's one. Couple more minutes.
You can,
Christian? Done.
okay, you could probably share out, and then we'll have some time to evaluate a little bit afterwards.
Lindsay's dying over there.
Okay. Let's just start over here. Start over on this side.
Alright. So, do you guys have anything to say?
Shh.
Which one? Two brown boy? Would you say, can you say it a little bit louder so the whole class can hear?
In addition, matter if you're black or white, it just matters how you treat those.
Are you saying that that's a similar message between the two?
No, for the first one.
Oh, okay.
What do you got for the second one?
That basically this girl died and her mom was really proud of her, and was really proud of her when she was still alive.
Lindsay? You good? I'm gonna come back to you. Christian?
Both of them basically show how skin color doesn't matter at all. Everybody goes under the ground and makes the soil good, and it doesn't really matter what color your skin is.
Who does it matter to in both of those?
Nobody. Like, at the end it says, men will not ask if the rare earth was once white flesh or brown. So, in the end, it doesn't matter. At the beginning, it shouldn't matter. It never should matter.
Okay. Why does he, if that's the case, why does he use brown, white, 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 brown, white?
To show how it doesn't matter.
That they're
You could take all colors out, and it would still say basically the same thing.
Okay.
And still get the general point across about what happened. You take all color out of it, because it literally doesn't matter.
Okay. Did it matter to people back then, though?
Yes, it's a completely phantom issue. It's
Okay.
very similar.
Very good.
Alright, I'm gonna go
Very
back to
similar.
Casey and Jasmine.
Yeah, which showed that maybe they were still thinking that white was better. So, and in the first one to a brown boy, it says, "Lad, never damn your body's itch when loveliness is seen, no matter if it's white or brown." Just because that's a brown girl and everybody says white's better doesn't mean that if you're attracted to that brown girl, you should say, "I shouldn't do that." So he has the message, like you said. It doesn't matter what color you are.
We'll go ahead and give all you guys and you can have.
Because we're out of time. Okay.
Basically, it's just, this boy shouldn't matter, or he shouldn't, like, think that white girls are so much more prettier and stuff like that when black girls are just as beautiful. So, you know, people are beautiful creatures. A brown girl dead, that doesn't really matter, or it doesn't really care what color you are when you die. You're getting buried, down in the ground.
All right.
That's it. Shouldn't matter.
Anything else?
Anybody else have anything to say?
All righty.